Setting up and running a modeled network. This video builds on creating a new project and network. You must watch that video and do that exercise before watching this video. Begin by selecting the abstraction node. We will then go over to the node data and select the edit flow button. We will go over to options, change the type. We want to change the type to PyWR data frame. Select OK. Okay, so now we're going to add one column and one row. Now go over to the data inflow time series data link. You will be provided this along with the video. And highlight the time column, copy it, and paste it into column 1 or column A. Then highlight the scenario 1 data, copy it, and paste it into column B. Then click Save. To define a water abstraction demand, we'll first select the water abstraction node, go over to Node Details, and set an allocation penalty. We will set it as -99. This is a very low value, which will make this a high priority allocation location. We will then select the edit button for the max flow. Select scalar. We're going to set this as 0, as in this baseline scenario we will have no water abstraction. Then click Save. In order to set up the simulation period and time step, we will first go to Network Data, click it, go to the inputs, and make sure all these values or inputs are descriptors. As you can see, the end, start, and time step are all descriptors. So we will first edit the start. We will change the format to a text format. We will then go to our data and copy the start date, paste it. Now you need to make sure it's in the YYYYMMDD format and click Save. Then we will go do the same for the end time, switch it to text, copy the end date, paste it, and click Save. And then we will change our time step to a text format. Now your options are D for day, W for weekly, M for monthly, and Y for yearly. In this situation, we'll use D. Then click Save. So here we're going to run our baseline scenario with 0 water abstraction. So to do that, we will first click Run. Running our baseline scenario. Everything looks good. And click Submit. Okay, now that the run is complete, we will go to our water abstraction node. We can see the plot for the simulated flow in the output section. Click the edit button for simulated flow. Go over to plot, and as expected, it is 0 all the way through. Okay, so we will now clone the scenario. We'll click clone. We'll change the name to with abstraction and click clone. Okay, now we will change the max flow value to 5. Click save. We'll then run our scenario with abstraction. Click submit. Now we will look at our abstraction node. Go into the simulated flow. And as you can see, we now have flow to our abstraction node, and only in wet periods are we reaching our max flow. But this would mean that if we're not in the wet period, we are draining the whole river, which you obviously should not do. In this scenario, you could add a min flow to the downstream node, or in later videos, we'll get into something called minimum residual flow. You can also compare scenarios to the baseline scenario, and you can look simultaneously at your both scenarios. Thank you for watching.